all of my classes were canceled for today, so I made tortillas. That's really all I wanted to say. Yeah, I might show y'all how. It was fun. It was just something I did because I had a bunch of free time, so. Yeah, happy Halloween. That's Austin and his beat up fucking truck.
Hey, Austin.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you're pulling my
Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Now it's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, you're right. We should re-record.
Alright. We just got out of marching band. Gonna run to Walmart and grab some stuff. We're making tacos tonight.
Tacos!
With the tortillas I made.
Even though it's Monday, it's always Taco Tuesday in our hearts.
It's always Taco Tuesday. Technically, skipping class.
Yeah, I mean...
It's not a real class.
It's not. It does count for a vocal credit, though.
It does?
It does. I talked to Dr. Joy the other day about it.
Yes! Oh my god, yes. Okay.
She was... I was talking to her about my getting back into teacher candidacy, and we were looking through like my whole plan for the next 2.5 years that I'm here.
Yeah.
And she was going down the list, and she was like, "Oh, you're in University Singers. That gets your vocal credit." I was like, "Really?
Really?"
Because I never got a straight answer on that.
I don't have to take another vocal class.
Right.
And you don't.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Because I had in my plans for next semester to have like a solid 12 or 13 courses. That takes one of those off.
Yeah. Nice. That helps a lot.
It really does.
We're just following Austin around.
This is the
If
way.
he goes to Walmart.
I don't think he's going to Walmart.
That would be funny though.
His apartment is over there.
That would be funny though if he went to Walmart. And then we jumped him in the Walmart parking lot.
Hell yeah. Let's fuck him up. Oh, he's not going home?
He might be going to Walmart.
Where are you going, Austin?
He might be going to
He
Walmart.
might be going to Taco Bell.
Probably. We're making Taco Bell now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have Taco Bell sauce. A lot of it.
Less than we used to.
But still a good bit.
What if we went to Taco Bell and just grabbed a couple handfuls of sauce
And walked out.
and left?
I feel like they'd stop us at the door and be like, "Excuse me."
I feel like I would not care and just walk past them. What are they gonna do?
I mean, they're not going to stop you, but they're probably going to stop me.
They're probably gonna try to stop you, and I'll just push you out the door.
You'll just be behind me like, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
we're not stopping.
Next time we go to Taco Bell, we need to fucking load up. Because we used to have a lot, but I've been using some.
Yeah. I use
Because
some
it's
every once
good.
in a while. Like, sometimes I make just like a cheese quesadilla and
Yeah.
put some sauce on it.
Almost every time I make breakfast burritos, I use Taco Bell
Yeah.
sauce.
It's just good sauce.
Taco Bell is to us as McDonald's is to Achievement Hunter.
Yeah. I wonder why they love McDonald's so much. I've never been to a decent McDonald's.
Maybe they're better in Texas.
Maybe so.
I've actually never
I've been to one single decent McDonald's. It's the biggest one that exists in the U.S. and it's in Florida.
Yeah.
And it's got 2 stories to it. They will make like made to order pancakes and stuff like that for breakfast.
That's not a McDonald's.
It's a McDonald's.
That's a McHome.
Oh, we're following Austin to Walmart.
Jump him in the parking lot.
We got it.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting gas. Motherfucker. I wonder if you noticed that we were following him the whole time.
Probably.
We can't jump him in the parking lot.
Sad day.
Yeah. Oh well.
Dude, I have...
Yeah.
Okay, you're going the wrong way. Come on. I'm trying to go down that way.
You're going the wrong way. Go.
You're an idiot. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
I hate people.
Speaking of hating people, rehearsal today was interesting.
Dude, rehearsal today was bad.
Oh my god. People wouldn't listen to anyone but the front ensemble.
Yeah.
And no one's supposed to listen to the front
There's a
ensemble.
spot up there that's
There's
not.
spots here.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if that spot was available, but there wasn't.
Really,
any cars.
really
Oh, we are so bright.
Yeah. I'm just clicking on the darkest spot in the room and like, help.
You gotta click on the brightest.
I do?
Yeah.
I tried that earlier whenever I was taking my tortilla video.
Oh.
It didn't work.
Huh. Weird.
I think just clicking makes it fix itself.
Maybe so. I don't know. But
We'll talk. Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about how bad band was today when we come back from Walmart.
Yeah. Ugh. Individually wrapped microwave potatoes.
I forgot you were gonna start off with that.
We saw a bunch of weird things while we were in Walmart today.
Heinz gravy.
Some mystery blue fluid with sparkles.
I thought it was some kind of gel. I didn't really look that close at it though.
Gel is also a fluid.
But individually wrapped microwave potatoes. Oh, my bright's wrong. Whoops. Sorry, everybody.
Okay, so this is war with Austin.
Yeah,
This means war.
this absolutely means war.
And by war we mean we're just gonna make really inconvenient pranks to him
And his truck.
and hope that he retaliates.
Even though his truck is already dented.
Oh,
to hell
his
and
truck
back.
is really dented, but we aren't gonna damage anything.
We're not gonna damage anything.
We're just gonna
but-
make it inconvenient. We're just gonna make his life a little bit more inconvenient. Those are nice feet you got there.
You're gonna take his feet?
We're gonna take his feet and sell them on the black market.
Oh God. Why don't we just take one lung? He can survive with one lung, but a lung is worth like
I
$1 million
mean-
bucks.
It'd be better to take his kidney. Give it to me. I'll be a superhuman. I'll have 2 fully functioning kidneys. My one kidney has been holding me back.
Alright. So rehearsal today.
Oh God.
Talk about your bad stuff and I'll go on to mine.
So I don't like our drill. Our band has great sound. Like our sound is really good. Our drill sucks. Our drill is real bad. And it's not necessarily that we aren't good at marching the drill we're given. It's that we're given really bad drill. And I think we've mentioned this before. I'm not sure.
For anybody that doesn't know, drill is the forms and shapes that the marching band makes while we're playing on the field.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying. I was just gonna move on.
Yeah.
I expect people to know. No, so drill is what we march on the field. And the guy that writes it sucks at writing drill.
Time to go to class.
Time to go to University Singers.
Oh, whoops.
Oops. Mother Mary, calm our fears, have mercy. I don't think that's gonna get taken down.
No.
So we can leave that in. That one's free. Punch bug. Yellow.
You're a punch bug.
I just like rubbed my arm against
Yeah.
you.
Punch bug.
Punch bug.
Get off me.
Stop that.
Stop that. You violated the law.
Stop. You have violated the law. I love that. It's been a while since I've seen a good brawl.
Is the drill the only thing you want
That's
to
a Super
complain about?
1 now.
Yeah.
That didn't used to be a Super 1.
It was a Brookshire's.
No, it wasn't. It was a Save-A-Lot.
No.
No, it's been a Save-A-Lot
No.
since I've lived here.
I promise you no.
No, it has been a Save-A-Lot since I've lived here. Always.
No, Save-A-Lot's like right there.
Oh, I'm stupid. There's been a Brookshire's there?
Yeah.
The more you know. I thought Save-A-Lot had gone out of business or something. I was like, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anyone say they went to Save-A-Lot and bought something.
Me either. But I always see cars there.
I guess. They might be Natchitoches folk instead of college folk.
Oh, definitely.
And we don't fraternize with Natchitoches folk.
drill all you had to complain about?
No. So, in marching band, there's this thing called phasing. And what that is when the band isn't playing at the same time. Like, they're playing the same song, but their beats are off. Like,
It's like if you have one side of the field playing about a half a beat ahead of the other side of the field, and they don't realize it because in their ears they're just like trying not to listen to each other.
yeah.
Because they know it's supposed to sound wrong to them, but it should sound fine to the front.
In our band, and in any band that will ever be worth their salt, to prevent phasing, you listen to the drum line. Because the drum line is supposed to have time. The drum major, the person conducting in the front, is supposed to listen to the drum line and watch the drum line's feet to see where the drum line is and conduct with the drum line. That didn't happen once in the final run through. Not at all. Never. She just didn't listen to us. And Hope is a great drum major. I've never had a complaint with Hope until today.
Yeah.
She just was off her game. I'm not gonna blame it on her. I'm just gonna say she was having a rough day. Like a rough day of conducting.
And then there was that like first run of the beginning of part 3 where Brandon stopped conducting and Hope continued conducting. So the band on the entire like right side of us kept going, and Brandon, who was directly in front of us at the time, had stopped. So we stopped.
Yeah.
The rest of the band like kept moving and going, and we were like, stop.
Yeah. And then like some people stopped and some people didn't, and supposedly we were supposed to keep going, but we were told to stop from the drum majors, from one of the drum majors, the one that we can see.
Yeah.
And so some of the band was going, some of the band was not. I looked over at Hope, who's our primary drum major,
And she was still conducting.
yeah, she was still conducting, so I said, okay, we're still going.
Yeah.
And I went, but no one else in the drum line was. And so I just kind of went, go to the spot, go.
Yeah.
And then we got there where we were supposed to stop.
And then Mr. McDonald blamed it on the band.
Yes.
False. No, don't blame the band.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
And then, so...
We were watching the drum major like we're always told to do. We
Yeah.
were cut off, so we stopped.
Yeah. And it was a solid cutoff, too. He didn't just stop conducting. He, like, cut off.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you're supposed to stop, is whenever you're given a cutoff.
Yeah.
He cut off. And so we stopped. And then the rest of the band didn't. And then the final run through today. So at the end of each rehearsal, we have a final run through where we basically run the whole show. It was the worst we have ever run the whole show.
Yeah.
And we have a huge performance happening Saturday.
It doesn't help that they just changed the snare part for the snare breaks.
Yeah.
Because I have the original snare break down to muscle memory at this point. Like, I don't think when we're going into the snare break, because if I think it's going to go bad.
Yeah.
And now I have to think, because now it's different. It changed.
We'll talk about the rest in a bit. We're back.
Hello.
Had to bring some stuff in the car. Next, I want to talk about front ensemble. A couple things about front ensemble. Number one, DMX pad, soundboard pad.
Yeah.
Was that just not working today? So the DMX pad is a pad that has a bunch of sound clips like recorded onto it, and you hit it with your hand or a stick or something, generally a stick.
Yeah.
And it'll play that sound file.
It's got multiple pads to it, so you can program it to play different things.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it programmed to do a good bit of sound files because we're doing an Avengers themed show, and so a lot of it is like Captain saying Avengers Assemble and stuff like that.
And ooga chaka, ooga ooga.
Yeah, and that's what I never heard today.
No, or any of it. They were supposed to add a lot for Movement 3.
Yeah,
none of it was in.
The sound files aren't going to be in until Friday.
Really?
Yeah, Melina posted that the other day. The Ooga Chaka is there, but everything else isn't there yet. He put everybody's auditions to be the voice actors for stuff onto Facebook and put up a voting poll.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Because we have Classic Saturday.
Yeah, so we won't hear it all till Friday.
That's going to throw some people off.
Yep.
And then another thing I want to say about front ensemble. So like I said, the band is supposed to listen to the drum line. While front ensemble is part of the drum line, the band is not supposed to listen to them. The band is supposed to listen to battery, which is snares, tenor drums, bass drums, and not really cymbals.
Essentially, the rule for how to listen in band is you listen backwards. Whatever's behind you is where the tempo is. Front ensemble, like its name, is at the front of the field. You do not listen to the front.
And that just threw everyone so far off their game. It made every run really difficult because everyone was listening to something else. Was listening to the wrong thing. And then that was what Hope was listening to, is she was listening to the front ensemble. And she shouldn't have been. And the reason why that happened today is because we haven't had front ensemble down rehearsing with us. We've generally had them rehearsing up in the band hall because it takes a lot for them to move all of their equipment down to the field. I get that. I was in front ensemble my freshman year. So 2 years ago. And it's really difficult to move all of that stuff down to the field. But everyone was only listening to the front ensemble, which no one should be. No one should listen to the front ensemble. So it was really just not a good situation. And it made it to where we had to completely redo the run of the first movement because of that.
We had to redo a lot of things because of them.
Yeah.
So, on the point of listening back, there is a spot in the very end of the show where the entire band goes from like spread out across the whole field to right like everybody's centered between like the two 40-yard lines almost. And we have 340 people in the band. That's a lot of people to fit in like a 30-yard space, 20-yard space, something like that. So our center snare player goes to the front line. Like there's 2 lines of snares, 2 lines of tenors. Is it still 1 line of basses or 2?
I think 2.
Okay, I don't know what's going on behind us, honestly.
Yeah. 1 line of cymbals, 2 snares, 2 tenors, 2 basses.
Yeah. So, in that setup, everybody should be listening to the back line of basses.
Yes, as always.
Everyone should always listen back. When we went through that section the first time today, the front line was very off. And after we finished playing, I said, hey guys, we need to listen back. And Braylon looked at me and laughed. And I was like, why are you laughing? This is correct.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're center snare, and if the snare line usually listens into you to clean, we need to listen back for time. Not to you. You need to listen back. Braylon's our snare line section leader. And there's one part of the show where we are taking, I think it's 16-5 steps backwards, which means we're going...
At the movement 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. The tenors don't do it right either.
Yeah, so we're going back 5 yards in 16 steps, which is what 16-5 means. So we're the snare line never makes it there. We always take too small of steps. In that move, we're supposed to be addressing to Braylon. Braylon looks down towards my side of the line and says, hey guys, we're taking too small of steps there. We need to take bigger steps. And I'm just looking at him like, motherfucker, we dressed to you.
Yeah,
the reason we're not making it is because you're not making it.
That would be a you problem. And then the tenors are dressing to the snare line.
So you know what I did the next rep?
What?
I went to the spot.
Yeah.
And I was behind the entire snare line.
You probably got in trouble for it.
No one said shit.
Okay.
But I was behind the whole snare line for being at the right spot.
I've stopped guiding to the form whenever we're going to the Wakanda theme.
Yeah.
Because they can't. We've never hit that.
No.
So now that I stopped, it actually looks okay. Because I'm just going to my spot. JT's watching me.
Yeah. Because we're always too far forward.
Always.
We're like two
and then
steps
we're
too
far forward and we're too far that way. What needs to happen is we're taking this angle. We need to take this angle.
Yeah.
The whole line.
We're good? Well, let's say we're good. I guess we are going too far that way because we're hitting the line early and then we're having to like take steps straight back to hit the spot.
Yeah. And that messes up the cover down.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my beef with drumline today.
Yeah. Is that it? I thought you had a bunch of stuff you had to say.
I mean, I kind of threw stuff in during your stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Another thing I wanted to say is the leadership in drumline the past 2 weeks has been belligerent and awful.
Yeah.
Is the only way that I can describe it. So leadership being Braylon. Belligerent and awful.
Belligerent.
Yeah.
It's a good word.
It is. It's a descriptive word. The leadership being Braylon, which we've talked about. Steven, which is a super senior.
Yeah.
This is his 5th year in college now. He's an amazing percussionist. Don't get me wrong.
Do you want to do both things? Just have a lot of taco meat?
Sure. Drop it in. It just might take a bit longer.
That's fine.
Which is absolutely fine, yeah.
I want to have leftovers.
Yeah.
We never have
We never
leftovers.
fucking have leftovers. And I think part of that is Roger, but hey.
He's our roommate.
Yeah. Gotta feed him.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
The rest of the time he feeds on Cheetos.
Yes. And Chick-fil-A and whatever he gets from the vending machine.
Probably more Cheetos.
Probably. If we're gonna be honest. That's a lot of taco meat.
Good. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. So Steven, great percussionist. He's a super senior, and he kind of stepped up into a leadership position this semester and off of the drum line. So he's not on the drum line, but he's in charge of it. And then we have 2 graduate assistants named John and Damien. And then Roger's home. Hey!
You sure?
I swear I heard something. I heard the door.
I know I heard something. I don't think it was the door.
Okay. What was it then?
I don't know. I'll go check it out.
Okay.
Keep talking.
And then we have John and Damien, which are two graduate assistants who they have their bachelor's degree, but they're working on their master's degree here. They both moved from Pennsylvania. And then we have Dr. Molina. And those are all of the people really in charge of the drum line. Austin, who we talked about earlier, is kind of in charge of some of the drum line, but he's kind of just doing tenors. And then we have Caroline, who's the bass section leader.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be the bass section leader.
It should be me.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna say much negative about that.
Like, she's doing a fine job.
Yeah.
I'm just upset
Out of all of the section leaders, she's doing the best.
Yeah. I'm just still upset that it's not me.
This is her 2nd year marching
anything ever.
anything ever.
It's my...
And so, she's doing well with it.
Yeah.
But...
It's my 8th year marching. Not in college, of course. This is my 4th year in college, but I've been marching for 8 years total.
Yeah.
And just...
So is the leg here.
I was talking to so many people before the section leader interviews, and so many people wanted me to be the bass section leader and were like excited for a bass line with me as the section leader. And then I got passed over.
Yeah. And so now you're on snare again.
Yeah.
But you wanted to do cymbals with me.
Yeah.
Because cymbal line is really fun.
It is fun.
And that's the only reason I'm on cymbal line. Like, I'm actually a pretty good percussionist.
Yeah.
I'm not really snare proficient. Well, I'm proficient.
Neither are some people on the snare line.
Austin. Erica. Lindsay, yeah. Oh, God.
Lindsay can play. She just can't play with a line.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing.
She's a good
so
solo.
Can Austin.
She's a good soloist.
Yeah, so is Austin. Austin gets too worried whenever he solos, though.
Yeah.
He's great on a practice pad. That's what I'm gonna say. Which is the most offensive thing I think I've ever said.
That's so fucking mean.
that's the most offensive thing I think I've said in these videos. Oh yeah,
By the
leadership.
way, if we have any viewers with OCD, I'm very sorry about our cabinets. They don't close.
Yeah, they're broken. They're broken. We're missing a bunch of doors in this house. That one kind of closes, but
it closes with a hair tie.
It has a string on it that closes with a nail. That one does close, but we don't close it because it's not really in the way when it's open.
Yeah.
And I always go in there to grab something, you know.
And then I want to show you guys my bedroom door.
Oh.
Because this thing, it worked when I moved in. And then I left for a weekend, and my roommate that I lived with at the time and my landlord decided to put duct tape just over the, I don't even know what that's called. Like, what's the... what's the inside knob thing?
Latch.
This whole thing.
Latch.
Yeah, sure.
We're going with latch.
We'll go with latch. So they put duct tape over that, so my door just pushes shut.
Yeah.
So on leadership.
Yeah, leadership.
I just wanted to take a little time for that real quick.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I mean that's what a lot of this will be, just us getting distracted. Leadership. So the leadership of the band is the four section leaders: Sierra, which is cymbal section leader; Braylon, which is snares; Austin, tenors; Caroline, basses; and then we have the GAs who I talked about, and Steven. What is AE log?
Also, I believe that Caitlin is over front ensemble.
Oh yeah, Caitlin Arrington. Why did I say her last name?
I don't know. No one else has.
I didn't say anyone else's last name.
None of them have last names anymore. We took them away.
Yeah. Master Lunny.
Bad and naughty children don't get last names.
Yeah, Steven doesn't get a last name. Braylon does not get a last name.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what the leadership has been smoking the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But they really suck. Like, really suck.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you clean this?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I knew it wasn't.
Because it was not clean.
I knew it wasn't clean, and I was eventually going to get to it, and I was just about to do it.
It was very unclean.
Yeah.
It didn't smell bad, which I was happy that it didn't, but it was not clean. This is almost done.
Nice.
Yeah, the leadership has been just belligerent and awful, like I said. And what they're doing is they're not making any decisions about what to do.
And then getting upset with the rest of the line for
not knowing what to do.
And then asking us, well, what do you guys want to do? Like, that's not up to us. That's up to
You're
the
supposed to
leadership.
tell us what to do. Every time I've ever made a decision about what we should do, I've gotten in trouble.
Same.
We aren't gonna do that because you don't like it when we do that.
Like, over the summer, there's a summer percussion ensemble of people that are still living in Natchitoches because most people go back home away from college.
Summer.
I live here.
Yeah, and I will be in summer percussion ensemble.
So I was still here, and Dr. Molina was messaging us before our concert, saying, "What do we want to wear?" And so everybody was sending in like different ideas, and he said we can do color shirts or all black. And I messaged saying I vote for color shirts, and everybody else then responded with saying what they voted for, which was also color shirts. And Melina said, like, added me and was like, I didn't realize this was a democracy. And I said, well, you gave us an option. I just wanted to make sure no one showed up to the concert wearing two different things.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a decision because you didn't.
Yeah. Don't say, what would you prefer? And then tell us that we chose wrong. Or tell us that we shouldn't have given our opinion. That's bullshit.
Leaving it either or really gets to me. And so if you leave an either or just completely open for hours on end, I will give you a decision. Whether you wanted it or not, you're gonna get it. Because you didn't tell me a decision.
Yeah. But our leadership has just been really just not being leadership. They've just kind of been there.
Yeah.
Especially Damien.
Yeah.
Damien hasn't said anything helpful in a week.
Yeah.
He's just kind of showed up, and when it was time to leave, he's just kind of left. It's really annoying.
It's really confusing.
Yeah, because now I don't know who to listen to. Because no one's telling us what to do.
And the last time I asked Damien for anything, he said, that's a little beyond my power, I'll talk to Melina about it, and then I never heard about it again.
Yeah.
I mean, we did end up changing the thing that I was talking about, but it wasn't anything.
It wasn't because you mentioned something, it was
No.
just because it was noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was noticeably bad by me, so I tried to make something happen, and then nothing happened until they noticed that it was bad, and we're like, why is it bad? Change it. We're almost out of that.
No, we aren't. It's just
No.
all solidified.
Gotcha.
I stuck a knife in it earlier.
Want to stick a knife in it again?
Yeah.
Fuck it hard.
That was interesting.
Don't ask me why I do things. I will never know.
Why are we like this?
Why are we like this?
Answer in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And ring that bell.
Shut up.
What's your Twitter handle?
I don't have one.
You don't have a Twitter?
No.
I don't either. I can't really
Twitter's
judge it.
garbage.
What's your Reddit handle?
I don't even remember.
Wow.
I made it like 3 days ago.
Wow. He made a Reddit account 3 days ago, and he does not remember his Reddit handle. That's kind of embarrassing. How embarrassing!
I am embarrassing.
True.
I am the embodiment of embarrassment.
Is that why your family doesn't, like, love you?
Yeah. I'm the embodiment of embarrassment.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hand.
Fantastic.
Symbols only sucks because of that. Like, that's it. That's the only reason. Playing symbols are really fun.
I didn't realize it ruined your love life like that.
Fuck you. Damn cookies. Hit you with my sweaty hat.
I love you, Cooper.
Fuck you.
Sorry, friend. Friend, do I hate?
No.
Yeah. That's... thought you were...
No. This isn't for me. This is for you.
What is that?
Way worse.
Don't touch me with that. I don't know what it is, and I don't want it.
I could put it in all of this meat. and make you just hate your life.
Please don't.
I like that you don't know what it is, but it was here whenever I opened it.
Let me see what it is.
Okay.
No, I don't know everything that exists in this house.
Because a lot of it was left by a previous tenant.
Yeah. That probably came from my old house.
Yeah.
When we had 7 people living with 1 spice cabinet and everybody left their spices and things.
That's why we have so much salt. We have all of the salt.
I'll bring it over. There was another one. I think we finished 1 thing of salt off. So
No, maybe. Or is it just behind?
Oh wait. Another big one.
Yeah. I didn't think we had finished one yet. I think it's going to take a while.
Oh wait, and sea salt.
Yeah, we have sea salt.
If you ever wonder why the world is running low on salt, we have it.
We have it. It's here. We've cornered the market. We've cornered the salt market. You know, that lucrative salt market?
You know, people say I am very fucking salty.
Yeah?
Kimberly especially.
Yeah. Look how tiny this fucking taco is.
Teeny taco.
Teeny taco. Teeny tiny taco. This is gonna be a really spicy taco.
Yeah. What is it? Habanero sauce?
Habanero, yeah.
Yeah, have fun with that. I don't handle spicy food.
I do. So it's okay. You absolute imbecile.
I know I'm fucking dumb.
You got a fork for the sour cream.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Spoons exist?
So do forks.
Alright. We're gonna eat. Oh, we'll see you probably another day.
Bye.
Bye.